Hey guys, how y'all doing? I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody had a great weekend. My weekend was good. Didn't really do too much. Yeah, didn't do too much, but I wanted to come and talk to you guys today about the passing of Greg Leaks. Okay, anybody that ever watched the Atlanta Housewife knows Nene Leaks. Nene was one of the first person to star on that show. She started the show and she was there like 10 episodes or so. Then she took a brief break. Then she came back. But Greg Leaks passed on, I think it was Wednesday of last week. So my condolences to Nene and her entire family on his passing. But Greg was always on the show with her, and Greg was he was a positive old schooler, you know, kind of like a teacher to the younger couples, husbands, and everything. And he was, you know, he was seemed to me just from watching him on the TV, he was a very lovable person, a very intelligent man, because you know, they talked about his business that he had when this show started and everything. And it just was sad. It was really sad, you know. Of course, a lot of these entertainers we talked about before, we've never met them, but when they pass or something like that happen, it actually touches our heart. And of all the husbands on the show, Atlanta Housewife, Greg was probably my favorite one because he was always level, you know, low key. He tried not to be involved with the latest stuff that was going on, but he also always was there to support Nene and have her back. And yeah, and I think the other cast members really looked up to him because he was an older, old school gentleman. You know, he was old school, you know, and I think they looked it up to him, you know, for different type of knowledge or advice or stuff like that, especially, like I said, when it came to the husbands and stuff. But yeah, Greg found out in, I think, 2017 or 2018 that he had colon cancer. And at that time, it was at a stage 3. And Nene had just come back up on the show, I believe, around that time, because one of the last episode she was on, they talked about, you know, Greg having colon cancer and her taking care of him and being a caretaker and all that. And when he found out at that time, you know, it went into remission, and it stayed into remission for the last 2.5, 3 years. And it came back. And this time, I guess it came back with a vengeance. He wasn't able to beat that battle with it. And yeah, so he did, you know, this time he did pass away from it. But on all the social media that I've read, and I've been trying to keep up with this story, you know, it was saying that like a week or two before he passed, I guess he had went into the hospital and had a surgery, trying to, you know, take care of it that way. He had the surgery from it. And, you know, from that point, of course, you know, he went back home. And I guess Nene was still trying to, you know, do her work, do what she does, and do her comedy shows and stuff like that. And I had read one of the episodes where she was at her, I guess her comedy place in Atlanta, and one of the fans was upset with her because she didn't say happy birthday or wish them a happy birthday, allegedly. And, you know, she got on the mic and she told them that, you know, you don't know what people are going through. You know, there's more serious stuff going on in people's life, and you're getting upset because I didn't say happy birthday to you. But, you know, at this moment that she was talking to them, she was telling them, you know, my husband is at home dying, and I'm here, and you just don't know what people are going through. So I could not even imagine, you know, what Nene went through these last, you know, I don't know, a year or so that Greg's been, this cancer been back, and he's been battling it and trying to deal with it, trying to beat it. Nene and Greg was married for like over 20 years. You know, they have one son together, Brent. And then, you know, before Nene and Greg got together, he was married. And I think he had 4 kids. I think like 3 boys and a girl, or either two boys and a girl. but they was, you know, grown. Well, all the kids are grown now because Brent has even graduated from school. And then Nene had one son when they met. And so they, you know, they raised those kids together. And like I said, the only kid that they have together is one son. But it's just really sad because, you know, Greg just really seemed like a genuine old school type of man, you know what I mean? There for that support, and really all about their family, really all about supporting their wives and just being there. So it's really just a sad situation. And, you know, they said that, you know, when he passed away, he was at home, of course, and the whole family was there. I guess all his kids was there, of course, Nene, and then they said loved ones. So I guess some really close, other people really close to him was there with them at the time. And Nene has gotten a lot of good posts coming out on social media, you know, condolence to her and her family, and people has, you know, from what I've seen on the social media, been really supported and everything, you know, even though, you know, she might have known this was coming because he's been dealing with it for the last few years. It doesn't make it any easier. It just does not make it any easier. Regardless if you know someone has a disease or you know, dealing with something with their health, and you knowing that it's not curable or they're not going to be able to recover from it, but just going through that fight alone with them. And then when they get to the point where they're getting ready to transition and, you know, leave us from this world, it doesn't get any easier because you're still there with them in the physical. You're still, you know, praying and wishing that they be able to survive it or come through it. So it doesn't make it any easier. You know, I'm sure Nene probably tried to stay busy and do some things to keep it off her mind, but you can never prepare yourself for death, you know, regardless. And it's just heartbreaking, you know. I could not even imagine what she's going through right now. You know, her and Greg, you know, they was a good couple. They apparently, you know, you can clearly see they loved each other, regardless of whatever they went through in their past. Because every couple have their ups and downs. Every couple go through some things. But Greg loved her. He loved Nene. And I know Nene loves him. I could just see it from some of the pictures that they posted and when they was out and about and everything. But yeah, it's just really sad that, you know, it happened. And, you know, it's something, you know, I saw a few posts saying that, you know, it's something that we all got to go through. And that's true. That's one thing we cannot escape is death. And we don't really know when it's going to come. But if you live, you know, over half of your life with a person, with your mate, with your partner, you know, whatever, however you want to phrase it, it's really hard when a part of that is taken away from you and you have to, you know, go on with your daily life and try to pull yourself back together to just get through each day, you know, and everybody mourn at their own time. And you never can tell or say to someone, oh, you know, it'll get better in time. No, you can't say that because you're not, especially if you haven't been in that situation. So, you know, like I said, I don't know what I would do if I was in that situation, because I have been with Dad over half of my life. I've been with Dad like 40 years. So if something were to happen to him, I don't know. You know, and I'm pretty sure vice versa. If something were to happen to me, he would definitely, you know, take him a time to, you know, recover from that. But all we can do at this point is, you know, be there, and people that surround Nene, you know, be there for her, be there in that supported way. And, you know, not even to give any type of advice, or not even to just continually saying I'm sorry, but just to be there to listen and just to have that shoulder for her to cry on if she want to. You know, sometimes when people going through these type of situations, they don't want to hear, oh, yeah, it'll be better in time, give it time. They don't want to hear any of that. They just want someone to lean on. And if they want to cry, and, you know, just be there for the support of it. That's it, period. You know, sometimes the silence speaks volume. Silence speaks volume. And these are some of the times and situations where just being there in silence and allowing them to do, what they need to do. Okay. I don't really know what else to say about it. Like I said, my prayers goes out to the family, and I might come back again once Nene has made her arrangement, and if she's speaking on it or anything out there on social media, get out there about it, about Greg's memorial or whatever they're planning for him. I might come back and just have a little chit chat about that. But like I said, right now, all we need to do is just support her. Even on social media, watch what you say on social media. Don't be negative. Don't send out well, they this, that, whatever, because everybody has their ups and downs in their marriage. But they were survivors. They survived all the stuff that they went through, and they loved each other. So if you're gonna put something out there on social media, just stay positive with it. Send the support, or if you can't send support and stay positive, then don't post anything about what she's going through right now. Okay, just pray for her. Pray for her. Pray for her children. Pray for their children that they had together. Just pray for that family. Pray for her, because she's gonna need that strength to get through. And now she's got to be the backbone of that family. So just be there for her. If you don't know what's going on the inside of that family, so pray. Just pray. That's all you can do. Okay. All right, you guys. Y'all have a great day. I'm about to get up out of here. Don't forget to go back and show Granna some love. Share my video with all your family and friends. If you have not subscribed to Kitchen Talk, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. And if you're going to be out and about, guys, wear your mask. If you choose to, it's your business. But if you choose not to wear your mask, make sure you're social distancing yourself from everybody, because this coronavirus is still out there and it's still kicking butts, and and making people really sick, and people are still losing their lives. Okay. All right, guys, have a great day. I'm gonna check you out next time around.